What's going on, YouTube? It's me, it's Mike Shea. Welcome back to another installment of Nerd in the Basement. And we are doing another live trailer reaction today. This is for the long-awaited, long-delayed Spider-Man Far From Home first trailer. A little bit of background on this. So Sony had actually planned on releasing this trailer way earlier. They were going to release it before we had an Endgame trailer. And finally Marvel was like, maybe that's not a good idea. So Marvel released the Endgame trailer, and then what ended up happening was the Spider-Man trailer was supposed to debut at like Comic-Con in, I think, like Brazil or something like that, and it got delayed, and it kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed because they had to go through and get everything in the trailer approved and spot checked to make sure it was 100% spoiler free. And I guess they were having issues with that, so they finally have settled on a trailer, which is, it's kind of weird to say that because essentially the entire trailer is itself a spoiler for, you know, what happens with Infinity War and Endgame. The very nature of this movie existing is a spoiler. But, you know, that's fine. I'm cool with it. I think you guys are cool with it. So we're gonna fire this bad boy up, and we're gonna see what happens. So let's get it loaded up. All right, cool. Got it loaded in crisp 1080p, and let's watch this sucker.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
That was so good.
Yeah, man.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Happy.
You look nice.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. New dress?
Yes, it is. How'd you know?
What just happened?
Oh, it's good.
Planning a trip?
Mm-hmm. Going to Europe. School trip.
Did you get your passport?
Good music.
Peter Parker here to pick up a passport, please.
Mini toothpaste? Pack your suit.
I just want to go on my trip with my friends. Europe doesn't really need a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Oh, it's Uncle Ben's suitcase. Maybe we'll get some acknowledgement of that in this one.
You look really pretty.
Therefore, I have value.
No, that's not
I'm
right.
messing with you. You look pretty too.
I just want to spend some time with MJ. I think she really likes me.
Man, they're leading into the MJ thing. Okay. The hell?
So nice to finally meet you, Spider-Man.
Spoilers!
You're Nick Fury.
Put some clothes on. Let's go for a ride.
Is he gonna be okay like that?
Might want to turn him over so he doesn't swallow his tongue.
I think Nick Fury just hijacked our summer vacation.
Awesome!
Oh, that's the new suit. I like it.
You got gifts, Parker.
The hell was that?
But you have a job to do. Are you going to step up or not?
Was that Sandman?
You're all alone.
Oh,
Your friends are in trouble.
oh, stealth suit. Nice.
What are you gonna do about it?
Hydro Man?
You don't want any part of this.
Huh. Okay.
Who is that guy?
He's like Iron Man and Thor rolled into one.
He's no Spider-Man.
What is it with you and Spider-Man?
But he looks out for the neighborhood and has a dope suit, and I really respect him. Sup, dickwad?
I hate that guy. I really hate that guy. All right, so the tone of Homecoming is still very much there. It's still got that kind of. It's very lighthearted. It's very fun. It's serious when it needs to be. So they're just rolling with the Aunt May knows. They're just rolling with that, which is not unheard of in the comics. There's a stretch of the comics where Aunt May is fully aware of Peter Parker being Spider-Man. Spoiler alert if you haven't finished playing. Sorry, I'm yawning. It's early in the morning. Spoiler alert if you haven't finished playing Spider-Man PS4. You find out at the end of the game that Aunt May's known the whole time. So I love that she's kind of leaning into it and just kind of having fun with it, essentially. I like that. God, I hate Flash Thompson. I mean, you're supposed to, but God, I hate Flash Thompson. So we get a brief glimpse of Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio, very brief. I'm digging the look of his suit. I mean, obviously this is a first trailer, so I don't fully understand what his dynamic is in this movie, and I don't think we're supposed to yet. But I like the look of him. I like the look of his powers and the way they're working. What's with the elemental creatures going on? I saw what looks like their version of Sandman. What looks like their version of Hydro Man. And some weird fire thing. Now, I don't know if that's who that is, but that's what it reminds me of. And they might be doing something like they did in Homecoming, where it was, you had a bunch of nods to other Spider-Man villains, just on a much more reduced scale. Like, you know, we had Shocker, technically, and we had Prowler, technically, just very low-key. So I wonder if they're kind of doing the same thing, because Sandman and Hydro Man are kind of very ridiculous villains. I mean, when you get right down to it. So, or maybe that's not what they are at all. Maybe they're just some kind of weird, because Jake Gyllenhaal's suit and appearance and all that seem very okay. So I watched the Brendan Fraser Mummy movie recently, and it seems kind of very of that, like very arcane. So maybe it's some kind of ancient golem of the elements or something. I don't know. But then again, they make the Iron Man comment, so I wonder if maybe he's got tech. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. But really good first trailer. I dug it. It didn't really spoil a whole lot for me. They're really leaning into the MJ thing with Zendaya, who I like her more and more everything I see her in. And they're giving her more of a role in this movie, it looks like. I've noticed that they're giving Nick Fury a lead spot, which is good, because in the most recent phase of the MCU, we haven't had a lot of Nick Fury. He kind of took a back seat, especially after he faked his own death in Winter Soldier. So, yeah, no, I'm on board. I'm really on board. I really like this trailer. It was fun. It felt like, tonally, it was on the same page as Homecoming. So I'm excited to see what comes next. And at this point, we're just counting down to March for when Marvel just unloads with Captain Marvel, and then Endgame in April, and then this comes out in July 4th weekend. So yeah, looking forward to it. Anyway, make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that stuff down at the bottom, and we'll see you guys next time.